Hello, my name is Hannah, and today we are doing the Simsie December shell challenge. So this is like lilsimsie's shell challenge that I decided to do. I really enjoy shell challenges because then I don't have to build the outside, which usually takes me the longest. Like I can spend like 45 minutes on a shell, and so I really enjoy shell challenges. And she just made a new one, so I decided I was gonna do it. So this is this shell challenge. I made it into like a I don't know, like a Windenburg style house. What are those called? I don't really remember. But like I made it into that, and I made it like blue and white on the outside, and then I decorated it a lot because I thought it was cute, and so that's what I did. But also I want to say, if you can hear the wind outside of my house currently, I'm very sorry. It is very loud and obnoxious on my end, but I cannot tell on the recording if you can hear it or not, because I tried recording it to see if you could hear it and I couldn't hear it, but also it's really loud. Like how could you not hear it? So we're just gonna say there is wind outside, and it's very annoying because it's very fast wind, and also there's no leaves on the trees, so it's just branches hitting up against each other because there's a lot of trees all around me, so it's very loud. So just saying, wind, you may be able to hear it. If not, just ignore me entirely and pretend like I didn't say anything. But I was this morning I was very productive, and I spent 4 hours like studying for my exam for the next like 3 days, I think, for my AP exam. Not my AP exam, but like for my class, I have an exam, and it's like Unit 3 exam. It's not my big AP exam. That's in May, but I have to study because I don't remember all of the textbook readings that we've done. So I spent 4 hours looking over my notes and going over like the daily videos on like the AP classroom. So that's what I did, and I'm very proud of myself because I don't like studying because I'm like I'm not gonna remember any of these, which I typically do remember what I study, but I don't feel like I remember what I'm studying. But I get what I'm learning about in this class, so that's good. I haven't. I need to study for my biology class, but I don't really want to because I don't get it, which I think I've talked about before. I don't get, like, I don't know how to put the pieces together in my biology class, so I'm just procrastinating that until like 4 p.m. today. So I, studied for my AP Human Geography class at 7 a.m. I literally woke up at 6:30, ate breakfast, and then started studying, which I'm not sure how I got the motivation for that because I've been telling myself for 4 days that I was gonna study on Sunday because the rest of the time I was doing like Sims and like recording videos for the last like 2 weeks in the last week and a half. So I've been doing that, and then like obviously fun stuff because it's obviously Thanksgiving break. So I've been doing that and not what I was supposed to be doing, which is studying. I have studied a little bit. I was studying like the weekend right after school like got out for break. I did that, and then also like every day I've been like doing pieces of classes that I don't need to study for a lot, because like some of my classes, like my English class, I'm not going to study that much because it's over like a book that we're reading and we haven't even finished the book, so I can't really do anything for that over the final studying that yet. And then obviously I don't have finals in some of my classes. Like what am I going to do for a pottery final? No clue. So I just decided that I was going to do the small things over the last week, and then the big things this weekend and over the next week when I don't have my exams, because I have 3.5 weeks of school before Christmas break again, so not very long. And then most of the exams I'm doing are at the beginning of this week or the beginning of next week, which is kind of fun, but also like what am I going to do the next week and a half that I don't have exams? No clue. I hope we don't start anything new, but based on what I'm thinking, I'm definitely thinking we're starting a new unit in all of those classes, which is kind of annoying because it's hard to remember things over like big breaks. But we're going to do like exams. Like I have the big exam for AP, human geography, like I said, and then also my biology class and my French class, we have big exams, and I'm studying for those this weekend. And I don't know when my biology and my French one are, because those are the only classes that didn't say, but I know they're going to be big because they've been talking about them for the past 3 months. So I'm just hoping they're not that horrible, because French isn't that hard for me, because this year has been like a review for me. Like French 2 is like an entire review for me. I don't know if that's because I was doing Duolingo for a very long time and then I just got like ahead slightly, or if it's stuff that we learned last year and I just don't remember exactly when we learned it. But it's not even that hard because I still have 100% in French, which is really bad because like I study for all of my things even though I already know, like, because we spent like the first like month and a half of school reviewing how to like introduce ourselves and like describe ourselves, which we learned also in French 1 last year, which I thought was kind of dumb, but also it's kind of like most important part is like your name and like where you live and stuff. But we learned it again, so I don't know. And then biology, I don't even know what we're learning about. Literally, we're all over the place. We're learning about cells, so that's about all I could say. But I definitely need to study again because I don't really know. It's very confusing. It's not even that hard. I just don't know how to put the pieces together of biology, which it's mostly like textbook readings and like notes, which is why I don't get it, is because I don't like learning like that, and so it doesn't work very well. And that's why I'm not studying for my math exam, is because I am very good at like learning via like actually doing the problems, which is, you know, why math is my easiest like subject, which it's not my favorite subject. Biology is like biology and then AP Human Geography are like my favorite classes, but those are the hardest classes. And then I don't like math, and like, so it's like, what's happening? So it's definitely weird to be like, my favorite classes are the ones I have the most difficulties in, and then I'm like, okay, that makes no sense, but it still is how it is. And then like, oh, and then my pottery class that I was talking about that we don't have a final. We've made 4 projects, and they all like came out of the kiln, and then we've glazed one of them. So we have 3 projects to glaze and then go back in the kiln to like get fired again. And then we have another entire project that we're working on at home, and we have 3.5 weeks to do all of that. Like, how is that gonna work? No clue. Because like, we probably have like, I don't know, less than 10 days in class for the A students, or like the beginning of the week people. But like, how are we gonna finish 3 projects of glazing? Because it took me 2 days to finish that one project, so I guess that's not that horrible, but that was also one of the smallest projects that we did first, and it had like the least amount of colors that were like different on the area, so no clue how he plans on finishing that, because like he was saying that like they usually do like 7 projects and we're only doing 5. I don't know how they do that when they're in class 24/7. No clue. But that's different this year, obviously, because you're half at home. But like, also pottery classes at home, we basically just would get clay from school at the beginning of like the semester, and then we just work on like very small, like not as detailed projects the rest of the like time, and then we take like notes on pottery stuff, which is, you know, not typically what we do, but we're gonna still do it. So it's not I definitely like that class because obviously it's, you know, not as difficult as my other classes, which is, you know, why I took it. My mother was like, you need to take an easy class. You need one so that you're not like killing yourself 24/7 on your like difficult classes, because, you know, difficult classes is like the rest of the classes I'm taking, because I'm taking a 10th grade English class, and so that's yeah, obviously I'm a freshman taking a 10th grade. That's not that unreasonable. I'm a grade ahead on English. That's typical. There's like, I don't know, like half the like grade taking that class, so it's not even that hard. It's literally just reading and like poetry, but like I think we learn poetry literally every year, so it's not even that hard. It's literally the same thing we learned for poetry, but this year was more fun. I think he was trying to make it more fun because he understands how boring like some of the classes that we take for poetry are, so he's trying to make it more fun for us. And like, we just read a bunch of books. Like, we read Romeo and Juliet, and then like Fahrenheit 451, which I have already read. Very good book. I like that book. And then like just a bunch of other books, but they're like 10th grade books, and then Romeo and Juliet is a 9th grade book. So that's all we read of the night. Like, it's called like, it's like a 10th, it's called like 10th grade English for 9th graders, but like it's 10th grade English curriculum with Romeo and Juliet put in it. So, you know, it's different. It's definitely not hard. Like, obviously it's an English class, and I don't have that much difficulties with English classes, which is not like obviously for everyone, but it's different. But it's almost screenshots time, so I post a new video every day of the week, so you can watch another video tomorrow. Bye.